Oh, and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 110. I don't believe we're at 110 episodes of this show. Damn. I am one of your hosts, MC Fixer, alongside the man behind our reviews,
So close. It's one
Gary.
day.
How you doing? How you doing, Gary?
One day. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just chilling, playing
Don't-
games.
Don't you dare complain about your nickname, all right? Don't you dare. That could be. Look, I made Mr. Moody. I made Foxes. I didn't make Foxes. I can't even lie. That's a lie. I definitely made Mr. Moody. We're here. If you just run with the man behind the reviews, you're gonna be working at one of these big outlets anytime soon, dude. I'm telling you.
Probably not.
I'm trying. What you been up to? Anything? And outside of gaming, what have you been up to?
There's a world outside of gaming.
That was a whole dude. What are you talking about? Please,
What?
no,
Don't do this to me.
like that. I'm here for games. That's it. Games.
Do you not see this?
Yeah, sorry, I'm right. You're right. That's all me. That's not my fault.
No, I'm not a lot.
No?
Working, earning that dollar, you know.
I need a dollar. That's what I need.
Exactly that. Yeah.
Come on, Gary. You know the words. So hey.
I don't.
God damn it. What have I been up to this week? It's been a slow week. Haley's last week at work, so we're just sort of counting down the days. I started watching Black Mirror, which I'm very happy with. Enjoying that a lot. You seen that?
I watched a couple episodes when it went up on Netflix, but I don't know.
Very good.
Didn't really grab me. So
personally, love it. But we are here to talk about Xbox, and we are here to talk about games. So we'll get through the rigmarole, which is this week's My Xbox and Me is brought to you by Mike Lynch, and we'll get to hear from him a little bit later. Until then, if you want to support the show financially, you can head over to patreon.com/mcfixer. They did some good things. They went back on the bad things. So anyone that left, can you come back, please? I'd appreciate it. I get it. Please. They did the bad thing. And then they did a good thing. They've now took away the fees again. So please. Apart from that, you can follow us on YouTube, or subscribe to us on YouTube, I should say. YouTube.com/MC. Nope.
You did that last week.
Right. I'm Joe what? Can I tell you why? I'm in MC Fixer mode right now. I have got a folder full of work to do for the end of the year for the 2.0 Patreon push for everything. And I haven't even sat down to speak to you yet about the My Xbox and Me channel and where we want to take that. So I'm super in MC Fixer mode where I need to get more in My Xbox and Me mode. So that's my fault. That's my apologies. I apologize. YouTube.com/My Xbox and Me.
Accept your apology.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Am I missing anything? That sounds good, right?
Twitch?
No, that's later. We do the self promo later. Let's start with what is in our box, Gary. Apart from what we've got for topic of the show, which is obviously PUBG, so we'll talk about that afterwards. What have you been playing, sir?
Well, a lot of PC games. My quest for reviews has taken me to the PC, but I played a little bit of Rocket League.
Ooh.
Recently, because of Black Friday.
Yeah.
A lot of people I know who aren't necessarily massive hardcore gamers have bought consoles now. So naturally, the discussion is like, oh, we need to get like multiplayer games and play multiplayer games together.
So Rocket League's the one they went to.
The one that's floating to the top is Rocket League. So I'm like,
Okay.
I already own Rocket League. I'll play Rocket League. I'll try it out. Yeah, I'm still terrible at it, but it's fun.
It's one of those games that you have to play a lot of to be good at. So
100%. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Anything else, or is it just Rocket League?
Just Rocket League and our topic of the show, which I'll obviously save.
Fair enough. I've been playing a little bit of that Fortnite, some more of that. I tried the new update today, which was the Christmas update, which is cool. They made all the bushes Christmassy. The bus that you go in on has a big Father Christmas on top now. They've added a new slurp juice and a new shield, I believe. So it's a smaller shield instead of the big pot of shield you drink, which is cool. Apart from that, what else have I been playing? I'm trying to think what I've been streaming.
Division.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about that almost. I've gone back to play the Division, which is an interesting one. Literally, we spoke about it last week, didn't we? About the update, I believe. I believe we spoke about it.
We might have done.
I believe we did, maybe not. But the update happened. So 1.8 has kind of overhauled the game. It's made some real good changes. That game has changed so much since the last time I played it, and I'm really enjoying it. I forgot how good the Division feels as a game. I people had their gripes with it. I personally enjoy it because I love third person. So third person shooting games is my shit. That's where I love to be. That's what I love to play. So it's an interesting one when Crash. I think Yami said, "Oh, I just bought the Division again," and I was like, "Yo, I'll read down the Division and play it. Why not? Like, cool." Just to jump in there again. And then Crash was like, I'll jump back in. So we've kind of all decided to re-download it and play it again. And I'm having a lot of fun. The one thing I will say that bugs me a lot is it keeps trying to get me to go to the DLC areas and I don't have them. So that's really annoying. But besides that, the gameplay still feels nice and tight. And I just enjoy what's there. There's tons of stuff that I've not done before there. And because I've been so far away from the game for so long, everything feels fresh and new. So, yeah, but I'm enjoying that, the Division. It
was fun watching the stream, actually, because you obviously streamed it
a
couple of days ago. It was fun watching that. Like, I haven't thought about the Division in, 2 years. So
I think for us, it's especially like people like me and yourself, and a lot of people probably listen to this, we buy games, we consume them in the 40, 80, 100 hours that we have it for, and then we go away. And we kind of forget that these games are service games are just that. They are games of service, which means they don't just disappear. You still own them and there's still updates going and there's still like hardcore fan base for this game. And that's the one thing I'm a little bit scared about. I want to go in the dark zone, but I know I just shouldn't because I know full well as soon as I go in the dark zone, it's just going to be people melting me because my DPS is so low. But yeah, it's interesting. I love the game, so I'm super in on that. Super. Besides that, anything? Oh, I've been playing more Assassin's Creed, doing more side quests as always. I'm tempting. I might 1000G that game. I'm not sure if I'm going to.
Oh,
I love it that much that I feel like I owe it the 1000G, but I don't know. Here's one for you. Don't need to ask you. Me and you. Biggest Resident Evil fans I know.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
You're the big. Look, I don't have many of us. So,
sure.
I have many of them. So, have you played the new DLC?
No,
me either.
I watched my friend Paul stream it on Twitch.
Okay.
In lieu of playing it because I don't have the game anymore because I do games rental, so I'd have to get the game back and then obviously get the gold edition, download it, and it was easier just to watch Paul stream it.
Right, no spoilers. I've not played it. I've not touched it, and I'm going to stream it tonight. I think me and Haley are going to stream it tonight. Yeah, I think me and Haley are going to stream it tonight to find out if this is the real Chris Redfield or not. I know it is, and it really breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart because I know it is. And I haven't seen any spoilers, but I know in my damn heart I know. Apart from that, no, that's it. And then the most important one, obviously, let's jump into the topic of the show right here, which is PUBG. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is out in early access for anyone who owns an Xbox One. And
you mean this?
I do mean that. I do mean that. The important thing here is it good or is it bad?
The important thing here is it's in-game preview.
No. Okay, that's yes, 100%. 100%. You're right. It is in-game preview, so everything we're saying is going to be very important to go in with that expectations. But I want to inform the audience of people who may be sitting on the fence, who haven't decided if they're going to buy it or not, whether they think it's worth their time and money, which both very important. Gary, let's hear about your experience with the game. I've played PUBG on PC. So you've not played PUBG on PC, correct?
I've played a little bit. It's only about 2 or 3 hours worth.
Okay, so yeah, you've not played PUBG on PC.
Pretty much not. No, I can't match your 300 plus.
Yeah, 370.
Yeah, I think these cool stickers with the physical edition of the game. So I'm going to find something to do with these.
Send them to me. Send them to me.
I do have a dummy case in the background that makes Fix jealous.
Yeah, I do. I love dummy cases. Can I put them up on my shelf as well? Halo's real though,
Awesome.
and so is Assassin's Creed, and so is Resident Evil. But
I need to get some more inserts for mine because, like, Minecraft, I don't play it. It's
just there,
because I have it. But PUBG,
yes.
So I finally played it this morning on Xbox for the first time. Downloaded it, started playing it. Thought, yes, get in finally. Because my thing with PUBG and most shooters is I'm not very comfortable playing with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah,
I always want to play with a controller. So while I love PUBG on PC, I was just holding out for that Xbox release.
Of course.
Obviously, it's in-game preview, but basically, load up my first game, make my little character, whatever, jump out, think, right, I'm going to die. I'm going to jump out this plane. I'm going to go to the ruins because I've had some success at the ruins before.
Okay, yeah.
When I've played, I think I'll stick with what works.
What you know, yeah.
Yeah. So flying over, jump out the plane, hold the stick down, rocketing towards the ground.
As you do.
You want to get there fast, right?
Yep.
Especially there's like a couple of guys like I can see have jumped out with me. So pull the parachute, head down the ground, get to the ground, keep going down through the ground. I've now fallen through the level. Game crashed.
No!
First experience of PUBG on Xbox One
was that you just crashed.
I just went through the level and crashed.
Okay, so funny you say that. My first experience with PUBG was I get to the character creation.
Yeah.
I make my character. I scroll over to my type of hairstyle, and then it goes to the color of hairstyle. I scroll over to get it to red, crashes. I'm like, okay, no big deal. Load it back up, try again, crashes. All right, cool. Let's try again. Load it back up, get to red again, crashes. I'm like, all right, I guess my character's having black hair because we're not allowed red right now.
Must be something to do with the color red, man. Like redheads are just too powerful for PUBG.
I'm guessing that's what it is. It's just they're too much. It's just too much. I want to, before I go in deep, I want to start with this game. I own an original Xbox One, the OG VCR, whatever you want to call it, Xbox One, and this game is an early access preview, but it has literally bricked out, crashed my Xbox. I think the count we're up to now is 16 times. 16 times. Okay, so that's 16 times in probably, I think I've got about 13 or 14 hours in.
Jesus.
So far.
I mean, that's still a lot.
To be fair, the first day I played it, I did a 10-hour stream. So, oh yeah, thanks my Xbox and me community for all turning up for the game night. That was sarcasm, by the way. Nobody turned up. So nobody now gets to bitch at me anymore for game nights ever again. Nobody gets to bitch at me for, oh, Fixer, you said you was going to do a Halo game night. Why didn't you do it? Because nobody turns up. So we've learned our lesson. I won't be doing it again. I'm not going to put my whole day on hold for you guys. It was a Tuesday. I usually go to the cinema on Tuesdays with Haley. I didn't this Tuesday. Where was everyone?
I was washing my hair, I think.
See what I mean? Everyone's washing their hair. I gave people 3 weeks notice. 3 weeks notice and nobody cared. Just like the emails this week. Just like the emails.
I would have cared if I hadn't been at work.
That was everyone's, I Fixer had to go to work. Oh, Fixer, you weren't on by the time I got home. I was on from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m.
Do you want some stickers to make up for it?
No, I don't want your stickers. Stickers okay. Up your ass.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of them, so I probably...
Yeah. All right, anyway, so 16 times my Xbox has crashed now. I am enjoying the game. The game is fine. The control scheme, like I said beforehand, it doesn't feel natural to me. Like holding X to reload doesn't feel natural. Looking down sights, so you have to click the trigger, doesn't feel natural. The control scheme, I think, is the best they could do with a game so complicated as this, because you need the keys are so important, obviously, on a keyboard and mouse. I feel like they've done an okay job moving this over to controller.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The problem I have with the game, the biggest problem, is that And I know it's an early access, and I know that's everybody's argument. So please feel free to email in my Xbox and Me podcast at gmail.com for next week's episode. Very important that the draw distances are poor. And I mean poor.
Oh, it's terrible. Like you jump out of the plane and you can't see the buildings.
You can't see the buildings. You can't even see the buildings, Gary.
Yeah. No, I noticed that problem immediately.
Like, so if you don't know where you're going, like you guys, a lot of the new viewers who are listening, a lot of people that are just getting this game, they don't know where the hell they're jumping.
Mm-hmm.
Me, on the other hand, I know where Cheeky Nova is. I know where Georgie Pool is. I know where the school is. I know everything about the goddamn game. I've explored probably every inch of that goddamn map. But for new people, the draw distances are poor. And I mean poor. Again, like I said, I got an original OG Xbox One. The frame rate is horrendous. I get about 20 frames consistently. Sometimes it'll get up to 30 and then it sort of gets to 30 and goes, oh, no, too high, down. And then like I've got people in my chat like Dan Only. Love you, Dan, but you piss me right off. Because how you're in my chat going, oh, it doesn't happen on my Xbox One X. Unfortunately, I don't own an Xbox One X. So I have to play with what I have, which is my OG Xbox, which is already overheating and already dying at the best of times. Let me just turn that off. I hope you all heard that. So
if it makes you feel any better, Fix, my Xbox One S has trouble too. So
yeah, it's just like, oh, it's so annoying because the game is so good. I don't think. Okay, this is my full verdict on it. Really is. If you own this game on PC and are comfortable playing it on PC, do not buy the Xbox version. If you've never played PUBG before, and you like the look and sound of a battle royale game where you jump in and you destroy people, then this is the game for you. It's still a great game. It's still a great experience. For someone who's complaining as much as I am right now, I've already got 15 hours in the game. Like, that should tell you enough. It's amazing playing with the community that I've been playing with. So Stu, Ben Jack jumped in. You've got Large This and some others. I look forward to playing with many more. I'm only joking about obviously hating you all. But I hate you all. But where do you come down on it? What was your full consensus of the game of what you've played so far?
It's a tough one because obviously it is in-game preview, so you have to give it a little bit of leniency to say 100%. It's not a finished game. But at the same time, is like as somebody who was looking forward to it being on Xbox like quite a bit, it is disappointing in a way because again, my first experience was torpedoing through the level and crashing the game. I've had fights where like two players, like me and another player, have just started rubber banding all over the place.
Yeah,
like
that happens to me.
Tracer fights in Overwatch. It's a difficult one because it is a good game, but the experience that you might have, unless you've got an Xbox One X, might not necessarily be a good experience with it.
Yeah.
And then the problem there is, does that sour you on PUBG to the point where you bin it off, you sack it off? It might be better waiting a couple of months if you really want to play it on Xbox. If you would just want to play the game and you've got a PC that can run it, just get it on PC right now.
Yeah.
If you can wait a couple of months, check out the Xbox version when they patched it a bit so it works a little bit better.
Unless you're okay with the jank.
Unless you're okay with the jank.
That's where I'm at with the game. Is if you're okay with rubber banding and poor draw distances and inconsistent frame rates and dying from things that you know for well you shouldn't be dying from, whether that's in a gunfight or the thing that annoys me, so annoying right now on Xbox, is everyone driving cars and just trying to run you over because nobody has no skill in shooting. You're a bunch of losers. If you're the type of person that thinks they're amazing at the game because they got to the top 10 with 0 kills, I don't think you're amazing. And that's what I keep getting at the moment in my Twitch chats. People jump in and go, how many wins you got? And I'm like, well, I've got 3, I think. I've got 3 chicken dinners. Like, oh, is that it? I got like 5. I was like, but how many kills did you get? I'm seeing loads of screenshots of, oh, I come second with 1 kill. I'm like, I get 5 kills, like 4 or 5 kills consistently. Like, where do you come down on this one, Gary? Which is it about the kills or is it about the win? What matters? What matters to you? Because I know what matters to me. The kills matter to me. I'm out here to get kills. There's 100 people and I want to kill people. I don't want to be hiding in bushes waiting for a circle to get smaller and smaller and smaller. What do you think? Are you the type of person who likes the circle game?
Fun. That's my answer. That's what
So
matters.
what is fun? What is fun then?
What's fun for me? I don't know, man. Kills. Well, that's just because,
yeah,
that's me. I'm a shooter fan. Like, I like shooting people.
it's
fun.
interesting how different people play the game, though. It's like
you should probably mention shooting people in video games.
In video games, definitely. Yeah, it's very interesting how people are like, oh yeah, I got to 30, I got to 20, I got to 10. And I'm like, but did you shoot anyone? Like, I don't see the fun in the game of let's all hide in a bush or let's all hide in a house and wait for people or someone outside. All right, I'm gonna wait inside. No, go get him or play it smart or whatever. But I don't know. Just an interesting.
I had this fucking awesome little duel with a guy around like this small bungalow house.
Oh yeah.
In one of my matches, where it's like I saw him through the window, like I was crouched down outside, and we started like circling around, opening doors, closing doors. Like it was that to me is fun.
Yeah.
Like winning is fun for sure. Like I'm a very competitive person, but like if I'm just running through the wilderness and not encountering anybody, and occasionally picking up a new gun, like that's like I might make it to like the top 10, but that's not really that interesting. And I've just feel like I've wasted like 20 minutes of my life.
Yep, that's exactly where I land. All right, good to know I'm not crazy.
Crazy. Not for that.
I'm not crazy, Gary. Come on, be nice to me. Be nice to me.
Down here.
Is there anything else to add on the PUBG from right now? Is there anything else you would want to tell people about the game? It's in early access. Very important to keep drumming that one in. It's in early access. I'm seeing a lot of people, lots and lots of people out there on the internet saying this is trash and this sucks and And I agree with you, but it's in early access. You should have known what you was getting. The one thing I will say is this can ruin your experience of the game.
Says right here, like on the back of my thing, game preview, game is unfinished and a work in progress. May change over time and may not release as a final product. I mean, it will release as a final product, but I guess the only thing I got to add is like the full game releases in 5 days on PC, so I'll keep an eye out for my review of the PC version soon.
Fair enough. Let's get into everything else. This here from your boy Mike Lynch. Mike has sent me a new ad read, finally. And it goes a little something like this. It doesn't really go something like anything. He just sent me his Twitch schedule. Mike is moving over to streaming as well as uploading to YouTube. So here is his Twitch schedule, which is, it's not his Twitch, his YouTube schedule. He's streaming on YouTube, which is Monday, 5 to 7 Central Time, sometimes longer. Tuesday, 5 to 8 Central Time, sometimes longer. Wednesday, 5 to 7 Central Time, not longer. Thursday, Central Time, 5 to 7, not longer. Friday, 6 to 10 Central Times, sometimes earlier. Go watch your boy, Mike Lynch. He's out there streaming. He's been asking me for a ton of advice lately on streaming and stuff like that. And the thing I was saying to him was, the reason I love streaming is that instant gratification from the audience, where you put up a YouTube video and 98% of them do not leave a comment. 98% of them do not leave a like. 98% of them do not just enjoy the content and bounce, which there's nothing wrong with. There's nothing wrong with that. But you don't know if it's doing well. You don't know if the people like it. Where on Twitch or YouTube or Mixer or wherever you stream, you have that instant people in chat gratification of someone enjoying what it is you're doing. Which,
like, yeah, 100%. As someone who's just started streaming in the last couple of months, it's like I tried Let's Plays like from time to time, and I always hated doing them. Just for me personally, but like getting to just sit on Twitch for a few hours and some of the back and forth I've had like with people on Twitch, it's so good to just chill, hang out, play a game, and chat with people. It's fun. It's great.
While on that topic, we need to help Gary get to 50 followers so he can become affiliate. Twitch.tv/words about games.
Yeah, man. Please. Thank you. Like I've had a bit of a response from a lot of people. I'm guessing at some point you might have pushed it out on your Twitch channel because I just suddenly went while I was sitting in a review game the other day, and all of a sudden my email started going off. But so much thanks to everyone who's just followed. Like you don't even have to come and watch. You just hit that follow button so I can get myself to affiliate.
Yes, I'm totally with you.
$1.
Well, we'll see. Trust me, I'm an affiliate. I don't make much dollar.
I said some. Maybe just one.
True. Let's get into the news this week. We got some bits and bobs. We got some bits and bobs to talk about this week, Gary. Number one is a tweet from Aaron Greenberg about the state of PUBG, and the tweet reads a little something like this. It was actually a response to Ryan McCaffrey's tweet, saying how he thinks pretty much the similar to us. How he thinks that this is actually this was rushed out by Microsoft, and they said at the end of the year, so they had to deliver, but he thinks they should have waited, and this is a bad experience for people's first time, etc., etc. Go check Ryan McCaffrey's Twitter at DMC_Ryan, I believe. But Aaron Greenberg responded with this, which was, "We appreciate the feedback. We have tried our best to make it clear to folks that as a game preview title, this is not a finished product and still active in development. We are tracking players' feedback and working with the developer to continue to make the game better every week." So this tweet says nothing and then says a lot, where it says nothing because that's pretty much a blanket statement, but it says something very important here at the end, which is to make the game better every week. Now, does that mean every week we will be getting updates? Because if so, that's really good.
That is really good.
That would be amazing if we could get updates every week on PUBG. I felt like PUBG on PC is in a better place now because of them doing I think it was I'm not sure if it was weekly or fortnightly updates. And I think if they can keep on that same sort of schedule with the Xbox version, we could not even be talking about this in a week's time. It could be, oh, they fixed the frame rate. Oh, they fixed matchmaking. Oh, they fixed this. Oh, they fixed that. Like, this could be like, we wouldn't even be talking about this in a week's time if they can deliver, which is really interesting. And I hope that's something they do really consider.
I hope so. It'd be nice to sort of like be talking about it in even just a few weeks and just say, no, it's a good experience.
Yeah.
I imagine it'll still be janky, but
I think it's
the fundamental stuff, like being able to see, like being able to set your hair as the color red, or being able to not crash through the scenery, or being able to see houses from the air as you go down.
Walking into a house and then there's no loot.
Yeah.
Or there's no furniture everywhere, then you walk in and then there's a table you're on top of.
Yeah, getting stuck and stuff because it's kind of spawned in around you and stuff like that. Yeah.
Exactly. Next piece of news, which is, this one's actually interesting. As far as I'm aware, this is just for Android users, but soon you'll be able to use party chat using your mobile phone through the Xbox app, which for some people, they're like, why would you want to do that? Why? Because sometimes your mic doesn't work properly or it echoes, so you can use your headphones, like your phone headphones, and that would be much appreciated as a Twitch streamer who plays with people and their mics echo, and they're like, oh, it's not me. I'm like, well, it's not me. It must be you. And they're like, no, it's not me. So this for me, I'm like, yay! Will it happen? Who knows?
More options are always better.
Yeah, but people. It is funny that we took the mickey out of Nintendo for having to use a phone for their voice apps, and now Xbox is like, hey, you want to do that with our app?
That's because that's the only way to do it with Nintendo.
True.
Whereas with Xbox, I can still plug this into my controller and use it.
True. Here's some news for the Halo nerds and the Major League Gaming people. Good luck to you. 343 Industries and Major League Gaming announces new partnership for Halo esports. Following one of the biggest years in Halo esports history with a record viewership and participation, we're excited to announce a new partnership between 343 and MLG to take the Halo Championship Series to the next level. The HCS League and brand were born out of desire to create a platform for the best Halo players in the world to tell their stories and provide a stage for their incredible talent. It's an investment back into the Halo community, honoring Halo's rich esports legacy while laying the groundwork for Halo titles and Halo esports as a whole. Sounds like they're doubling down on Halo esports, which, again, I'm not into esports, so I've not got much to say on the matter, but I'm sure, like I say, some people are really excited about this.
It's a smart move because esports as a whole is getting bigger. It's getting bigger. So it's a smart move to try and capitalize on it now, kind of like Overwatch are doing with the Overwatch League.
Again, I think it's interesting that no first party, Nintendo, Xbox, or Sony have an esports game that's like, it's not League or Overwatch or Counter-Strike or even Rainbow Six. No first party has their version. So it's interesting that Halo could be that first party. And once that blows up, that's such a huge revenue income for a company. Because we know how much esports makes. We know how much League makes and all these other games. Even Hearthstone is big as well. It's like, it's crazy. So,
well, it's not coincidence that Blizzard have pretty much funneled all of their currently running properties down to be esports friendly.
Exactly. So this is an interesting one. Next piece of news, we got Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer talking about some things, which is Phil will deliver an opening keynote for the DICE 2018 award show, sharing how Microsoft continues to evolve. DICE 2018, the event organized by the Academy of Interactive Arts and Science, will take place in Las Vegas, Nevada between February 20th and the 22nd, 2018. In a press release, the organizers confirmed that the conference opening keynote will be delivered by Phil Spencer, Executive Vice President and President of Gaming at Microsoft, with a talk entitled Building a Living and Learning Company Culture. Spencer will share his thoughts on how a large company like Microsoft continues to learn and evolve. He'll explore the importance and purpose company culture and how it defines not only the work environment, but also how it informs strategies and impacts business growth. Seems like that will be a good one to watch, if I'm honest with you. As anyone who runs a business, anyone who cares about business, I do anyway. I try to eat up as much content as I can about business and how to grow and how to deliver certain things and stuff like that. And to hear that on a huge scale at DICE's keynote would be amazing, and will be amazing to hear from like a Microsoft head point of view. So I'm interested in that. Does that do anything for you?
Yeah, I mean, I always like watching Phil talk, so he's a dude, right?
I love Phil. And Phil I still trust, even though Proper BO called me a mug. Don't worry. Who called you a mug? Proper BO, like 2 weeks ago.
For shame, Proper BO.
Exactly.
For shame.
November 2017 MPD Top 10 Xbox games look like this. Call of Duty World War II. Let me re-say that. Call of Duty World War II. Number 1. Are we surprised?
No.
I think we're going to get into it in a second when we talk about the software side of things, but I think it's now the best-selling game of 2017. Crazy.
I believe so. Some of the numbers behind these sales are pretty nuts as well.
Ridiculous. Number 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2. What do you make of that? Is that just the everyday man picking it up? Nah.
Yeah. Did you see how many copies it sold? Like physical copies it sold in America? 880 something thousand. It didn't breach 1 million. Like the gap between COD and Battlefront 2 at 1 and 2 is gigantic.
Yeah, but Call of Duty is Call of Duty. I know Star Wars is Star Wars.
It's not really so much just a thing about like Call of Duty. Call of Duty sells millions, of course it does. It's more of like how few Battlefront sold.
So would that not be an impact on everything else below Call of Duty then?
Unsure about that. I think obviously the controversy surrounding Battlefront 2 is actually like seeped into the mainstream, which rarely ever happens.
Yeah,
so it's quite nice to see. Oh my God.
Number 3, which could be my game of the year. You'll have to find out in 2 weeks' time. Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm glad that's still selling well. Number 4, NBA 2K18. Number 5, Madden NFL 18. Number 6, FIFA 18. Number 7, Need for Speed Payback is up there, selling well in November. Interesting. I forgot about this game even coming out, honestly. So, interesting. Number 8, Destiny 2. Number 9, Forza Motorsport 7. And number 10, Middle Earth Shadow of War. How many of these games on this list have had bad press?
Let's see. COD, Battlefront.
Wait. What was Call of Duty's?
Oh, it was the loot boxes that you could. Well, you had to watch people open loot boxes for missions and stuff.
That was a little. That's little. That was a tiny one. I didn't even hear about that one too.
Bad press though.
Okay, go on. Okay, so Call of Duty
and Battlefront had a little bit of bad press.
Yeah, NBA.
NBA, that was the virtual currency stuff, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Right, cool. I don't know about the other two sports games.
Need for Speed Payback.
Need for Speed Payback. Destiny 2's very recent.
Destiny 2. So,
very recently.
So a lot of these games that are selling well,
pretty much all of them.
The industry, as the nerdy industry that we are, has shat on, which proves that we don't make up half of the numbers we actually think we do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Like you always got to remember that, like it's a small circle, and then there's everybody else outside that has no idea that Battlefront 2's a piece of shit, and Destiny 2's hiding this, and
Shadow War,
NBA and Shadow War, and Need for Speed and Forza, and
interesting one. The only game there that was amazing, Assassin's Creed Origins. I don't care what anybody says. MPD data. So this was broken down on NeoGAF, which they did an amazing job. The gentleman that did this. So it breaks down everything from software to every console, PlayStation, Xbox, all of it. But we're talking about just the hardware and software. Starting with hardware. Hardware spending in November grew 52% when compared to a year ago. To 1.1 billion spending. Growth was driven by Nintendo Switch, Microsoft's Xbox One, and the Xbox One X, of course, and Sony's PS4. So this PS4 sold the most units of any hardware platform in the month of November, while Microsoft's Xbox One drove the highest dollars sales of any hardware during the month. More units of PS4 hardware sold in November than any other month to life to date. PS4 is the best-selling video game hardware platform year to date. Xbox hardware generated its highest unit sales tally of any November month life to date. So, lots of words said here. Important to know.
Half of them were PlayStation.
I had to tell the story to get here, yeah? I'm telling you a story to get to my point. I can't just give you the point without the story. All right, Gary, do you want to take over the show? Do you want to be the guy that runs this from now on?
You're doing a bang-up job, Fix.
Yeah, whatever. What I was going to say was it's interesting to see, obviously, Sony's still killing it when it comes to sales. Outsold the Xbox One again, but as noted here, that Microsoft's console sold for more. Obviously, that would have been the Xbox One X, and probably the S having a higher price point, I assume.
I don't know what it was like in America. I know we're up in this country because of the Black Friday sales. I think they were pretty much the same price.
Similar. Very similar
prices.
Yeah. So what do you make of this? So from a outsider's perspective looking in, Sony sold more, but Xbox made more money. Which side would you want to be on there? Because I know I would prefer to make more money than sell more units.
It's a tricky one because the more units you've got, the more consoles you've got out there, the more money potentially you could make from game sales, unless the people who have Xbox One X's are buying X amount more games than the new people who just bought PS4s. So
it's the long game for the short game.
Probably the long game. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
But the One X launched in November as well, so it's not like it was low and then went up. It's like this is where it started from.
So okay, then is this a failure then for Xbox, seeing that the Xbox One X did launch this month and it still didn't outsell the PS4?
No, in this country, I mean the One X.
That's in America. This is strictly in America.
I can't really talk about prices in America because I don't know them, but
yeah.
I mean, in this country, you buy a PS4 Slim for what, 200 quid?
Yes.
And you buy an Xbox One X for 430.
450.
It's probably about the best price you can find it for. So It's not a failure for Microsoft. There's just a big price difference. And like parents looking for consoles for their kids are going to buy the cheaper version rather than the Xbox One X because that's just too much money for most people.
Yeah.
Like the One X is for people like us, right? Like enthusiasts, hardcore gamers.
Like us, and
I mean, apart from the fact that neither of us own one would.
Yeah, interesting.
I mean, I imagine the big 1.1 billion thing where it's like 52% up. That was probably just because Nintendo has a console that actually matters now.
True.
As opposed to last year.
True. Like you were saying, Call of Duty was November's best-selling game overall, and instantly become the best-selling video game of both 2017 year to date, as well as the rolling 12 months period ending November 2017. Call of Duty World War II generated more launch month customer spending than any Call of Duty debut since Call of Duty Black Ops 2 in November 2012. Call of Duty is that's a lot of Call of Duty, Sam. Is the top ranking revenue generating franchise in track history. It's doing very well for itself. Which is good. I think Call of Duty World War II is a phenomenal game. Still haven't got to the single player. Do I need to play the single player? Seriously?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good, yeah? I need more. Give me more.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to do it then.
It'll only take like 4 hours of your time, so.
Is that it?
It's not very long.
Okay.
It's about on par. Whatever the other ones are normally. 4 or 5 hours.
All right, that sounds good. I can give it 4 hours easy. Next one is obviously Assassin's Creed Origins, which was the third best-selling game of November. Over its first 2 months, Assassin's Creed Origins has generated the highest consumer spending in the franchise since Assassin's Creed Black Flag. All right, cool. Now just give me fluff. I don't really care anymore. Next piece of news. Try Injustice 2 on the Xbox One X or the Xbox One X, free until 18th of December, or buy the full game on sale for 50% off. Injustice, is that on your radar? Something you're considering picking up, looking at?
No, I've played it. Injustice 2,
played it?
I loved it. One of the very few 10 out of 10s over on Words About Games for the year.
That's because Assassin's Creed was robbed.
No comment.
I can't wait for Game of the Year talk. The end of the year, there is going to be such a huge row, and I cannot wait.
There's going to be a fight. It's going to kick off.
I can't wait. You're wrong.
I've got my draft list written on that whiteboard behind me. That's why it's turned
around. Fair enough. Gary, last week we spoke about a little game called Sea of Thieves.
Well, you did.
Look, last week we spoke, we're a collective, about a little game called Sea of Thieves. Remember?
Yes.
Do you remember what I said?
Refresh my memory.
I said last week, what is the game? What is the point of the game? What are we doing in the game? How are we going to progress? And Rare must have heard me. They must be listening. They must know my Xbox and me. They care for us.
They watch us, clearly, because obviously my answer of pirates wasn't quite in-depth enough.
No, exactly. Rare has outlined Sea of Thieves' progression system. Rare has answered one of the Sea of Thieves community's biggest questions. What does progression mean in the seafaring game? During a live stream, the Sea of Thieves team outlined 2 concepts, how the progression system works and how the progression system will be in step with Sea of Thieves' primary goal of playing with others. To become a, quote, pirate legend, the core objective of Sea of Thieves players build reputation through exploits and adventures. This is acquired significantly from a set of different trading companies that represent your preference playstyle. So meaning different playstyles will get you different things. You can play the way you want to play to still be able to progress and become, as they call, the pirate legend. You'll have to help me with a few things here. There are the gold hoarders who offer treasure hunt to the mercenary alliances, who will pay players to scout for supplies and ship resources and animals. And the Order of the Souls, who task you with combat-focused challenges to revert magical skulls. Each trading company's significant voyages quest increase reputation. All right, you with me so far?
With you so far.
how does that stand so far? So the game is open for you to play how you want to. You can go off and be a scout. You can go off and do more combat challenges, and that will then have you leveling up you along your quest to become the pirate legend. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Is that better than having no news so far?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like this is exactly what I think Sea of Thieves has needed for a while now.
Yeah. So they carry on, which is as players progress with a trading company, the more unique the rewards you'll receive. Although your reputation is your own.
Reiterated.
Thank you. That Sea of Thieves was designed from the ground up to allow players to play together. This means that players can share their quests with lower ranked players. Quote, "Nothing should come in between gamers playing together," said Rare. There's more details here that you can go check out on Rare's blog. You can check out in their YouTube channel, which is, I think, Sea of Thieves. They go into super in-depth on everything. But I want to just say thank you so much to Rare for finally explaining what the hell is going on. I was super confused, and I've been to the studio and played the game. I didn't understand what the hell was going on, and now I do, which
I'm quite happy that there's different player styles involved as well.
Yeah.
I mean, hypothetically speaking, Fix, just to hypothetically speaking, if someone didn't think the combat in Sea of Thieves was all that good.
Hypothetically speaking.
But some of the other stuff was much better.
Yes.
It's nice to know that hypothetical person could avoid as much of that combat as they wanted and still progress, hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically speaking, of course.
Yeah, of course, hypothetical. Yeah.
All hypothetical. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm totally with you. If, hypothetically speaking as well, if someone didn't like the way the ship was working and didn't like working as a crew with a bunch of people, hypothetically speaking,
of course,
of course. They could just focus more on the combat and how they want to just go off and do their own.
Yeah. Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically speaking.
Did I read somewhere that there's single player ships as well?
Hypothetically speaking, I don't know if I can even say that.
Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically. Of course. I'm hypothetically speaking, maybe, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Hypothetically.
But
just nod. Yeah.
Next piece of news. Metal Gear Solid Survive will hold an open beta on Xbox One from January 18th till January 21st. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else to add here.
They're really gonna try and release this game, aren't they? This is really gonna happen, isn't it?
The crazy thing is that I think I'm gonna play it and probably enjoy it.
I made a bet at the beginning of the year on my podcast because we do predictions.
Yeah.
For the entire year, and obviously this was supposed to come out.
Yeah.
This year, I did make a bet saying it would be mediocre. It wouldn't suck. So yeah,
I actually think I might enjoy it if it's not being funny. If it's the Metal Gear Solid gameplay, Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain gameplay, and it's not survive. It's not like not survival. It's not what's the word I'm looking for? Stealth.
Shit.
And it's not stealth. Did you not like Phantom Pain?
I like Phantom Pain. I was saying as long as it's that, but not shit.
They've got the framework of Phantom Pain to work with, which was a 10 out of 10 game. Now they're adding zombies and stuff. I'm a sucker for zombies. I love zombies. So I'll probably like this, and that's the annoying thing.
I'll tell you what, the Fix. Somewhere between January 18th and January 21st, I'm going to stream the shit out of this beta.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. Next piece of news. Monster Hunter World will add new monsters as free DLC. Interesting. Monster Hunter series producer, I'm not even.
Ryozo Tsujimoto
recently announced during a live stream that the latest entry in the series, Monster Hunter World, will receive free updates post-launch. He's now clarified those comments, confirming that the additional monsters will be added to the game as free DLC, free of charge.
Boom.
That's good.
I'm hyped for this game.
I've never played a Monster Hunter, and I've been told that my brother-in-law has already confirmed to me that this is a big yes. So I'm looking forward to it. It's got co-op as well, hasn't it?
I believe it does. Yeah.
So I'm in. I'm going to play it. I'm going to try it out for the first time. And free content's free content. So
did you play any of it at EGX?
No, I didn't.
All right.
I did not. I didn't even realize it was at EGX. Where was it?
It was the corner of the PlayStation stand. Like if you didn't know it was there,
What
if
a
you
nerd.
if you didn't know it was there, you'd have to like probably miss it. Yeah, unless you went for a Subway sandwich in the back corner of the venue.
That was the best Subway sandwich. Yeah. Last news story this week, we have Square Enix CEO saying microtransactions are better suited for mobile games than console. Quote, the way that console games are made, the volume of content and how much effort goes into them, there's something in that which doesn't fit in the mind with microtransactions. End quote. Square Enix can claim a few of the year's biggest success stories with games like Nier Automata, Final Fantasy 15, and the continued success of Final Fantasy 13. Is that
14?
14. Thank you. 1 second. Let's put Haley on the My Xbox and Me show. 2 seconds.
Oh.
Hello, you're on the My Xbox and Me show. How are you?
Oh, hello. I'm very good, thank you.
Well, how can I help you?
Just letting you know I'm on my way home.
Perfect. I'll speak to you later.
All right, see you in a bit.
Bye.
I legitimately thought that was going to be something to do with Final Fantasy 14 there.
our Final Fantasy expert, Haley.
Yeah, I'm calling in our Final Fantasy 14 expert. The Haley show.
Sorry about that. And while Haley's got a half day today, she broke up for school. Hence why I answered the phone, because I thought she might be in trouble or something. So I was a bit worried. That's why I answered. And while Square Enix has floated games as service as the future of the industry, bolstered by a successful series of mobile games, it appears the recent controversial around microtransactions has had an impact on the company. In a recent interview with CEO Yosuke
Matsuda. Didn't even read that. I know that guy.
Getting there. MCV, the Square Enix head, shared his thoughts, and here is the quote on microtransactions. What people expect and want in a home console game is perhaps quite different from what people want in a mobile game, said Masuda. The way the console games are made, we already read that quote. This, Mr. Moody emailed in a couple of weeks ago about who had the best year, Square Enix, EA had a bad, not Square Enix, sorry, Ubisoft, and EA had a bad year. I want to put Square up there. Square did a really great job this year, and maybe last year. Final Fantasy came out last year, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
November. It was in December, end of November. Something like
because that's why it was up for a Game Award this year, because it was December, so it was after the fact. Yeah. I think they've had a stellar year. Nier Automata, not a game obviously that gets played here on the Xbox side of things. I've heard great things about. Final Fantasy 15 is really good. I'm enjoying the DLC. I can't wait to get into the new one that's just come out, the new DLC that's dropped, Project Ignis, which I cannot wait. They've got more DLC coming for some other characters, so I can't wait. I really can't. So
even things like Final Fantasy 14, which was like, it's one of the great redemption stories of video games. In the way it tanked and then came back again.
Yeah. And
what they actually did to rebuild it. There's a really good no-clip documentary you can watch about it.
Yes. If you don't watch no-clip, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
You really are, yeah.
It's so no-clip is so good.
No, Square Enix have had a good year. They got a bit iffy in the middle with the IO Interactive stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they even did the right thing. So
I was going to say, they even did the right thing there. Yeah. So
even Matsuda himself a few weeks ago was saying, like, they gave IO the Hitman IP because they make awesome Hitman games. It's like, man, like,
thanks.
You get it. You know what I mean? Like, you get it.
Yeah, they lost Kane Lynch though, which was their best property.
Well, you know.
I love how no one's like, nope. All right, games with gold this month. You've got Warhammer End of Times till December 31st. You've got Back to the Future, till from December 16th to January 15th. You've got Child of Eden, last chance to get that from December 1st to December 15th, and Marlow Briggs and The Mask of Death from December 16th to December 31st. This is where we go into Fix the Sack. You email in my Xbox and Me podcast at gmail.com. We have no emails this week.
What?
Unfortunately, no emails this
What?
week.
Come
No.
on, guys.
Wow.
What's going on, man? You know how much I like getting in a fixer's sack.
Damn straight. But what I do want to say here is I've had some people message me and talk to me in Twitch chat saying, so when is the break? When is the My Xbox and Me break? When are you guys stopping? When is the show stopping? So I know there is no break. There is no stop. I don't stop
Never fucking
and
stops.
I don't break. That's not that I see big outlets do that and they can afford to do that maybe. And I see companies that kind of funny do that. They double up on their content so you still get one a week and that's cool. But Gary, what are you saying? What am I
saying? I break.
Yeah, I don't break. That's just not. It's not something I do. I don't need a break. I don't feel like you guys want a break. You guys are on your holidays and might want a show still. The numbers showed last year that the Christmas episode done well. I'll be wearing a Christmas hat for that week, obviously.
Interesting.
So yeah, there's no break. There's no break. You're still going to get a show each week, no matter what. Doesn't matter if New Year or whatever. My commitment to you guys and has always been, which is you will get a show each and every week, and you will still get that from me. So
I should still be here as well on the podcast.
Yeah, so you said you're still going to be around, right?
Yeah, I'll still be around. I just pushed out the last review of the year.
Yeah.
That's not because of a break. That's just because that there's no more new Xbox games coming out. So
yeah. Which was, let's talk about it real quick. What game was it?
Battle Chasers Night War.
Yeah.
I talked about it on a podcast. I want to say last week's podcast.
Yeah, you did. You
mentioned I was complaining that the game was too easy.
Yeah.
And this is the value of playing games from all the way to the finish. Because there's a massive difficulty spike, like about 10 hours into that game. But it's still good.
Yeah.
You have to sort of grind a little bit more than I would like.
Fair enough. Again, we got some bit. There's going to be some new content coming on the My Xbox and Me channel. It's stuff that we wanted to work on. It's stuff that we want to do. It's stuff that me and Gary need to sit down, work on, discuss, and figure out. But there is going to be new stuff on the channel, not just reviews and not just the podcast. But if you're not subscribed over there, please, I beg of you, go and subscribe to the My Xbox and Me YouTube channel, please. We need to hit 100 subscribers just so we can get a custom URL, and that's all I really want right now. And we're at like 68, I believe. So let's just do that, please. I beg. I know we have over 100 people listening to this show every single week. Well over 100 people. So please.
Look at it this way. If you're listening to this show right now, right, and you're not subscribed to the My Xbox and Me YouTube channel, go over there and do it because you'll be the 69th subscriber.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
That's a really good point, and hopefully they don't know they're not going to be it because someone's already making it before.
One and then 70, 71.
That's how you did that.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't it? Yeah,
don't worry, I'll edit all this one out. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool, good.
Let's plug, and get ourselves out of here, Gary. What have we got to plug this week?
I would like to plug my YouTube channel, youtube.com/wordsaboutgames UK, for one very specific reason. We are taking a break. We've got a couple of reviews coming out next week. It's our last week next week.
Mm-hmm.
Predictions, results, the podcast, all that usual stuff. But on Friday, the Friday before Christmas, there's going to be a video game themed quiz show.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
My friend Keith's been working on it for about a month now. He's going to be the quiz master. We're recording it on Sunday, so I still don't know like what it looks like yet, but it sounds like it's going to be pretty crazy. We've got different rounds, who, what, where numbers. And then in between there are going to be bonus rounds, which are going to be based on actual like game shows. So I know there's a Jeopardy bonus round, for example.
I'm upset that I wasn't invited to play.
Well, check your inbox every once in a while because you are definitely invited to play.
I was definitely disappointed to not have that invite.
Sure. You are 100%. Like I say, we record it on Sunday.
Hit me up. I'll be there, bro. That sounds awesome.
I'll do that right now.
For me, twitch.tv/mcfixer. We just recorded the first episode of Fix at the Mix, which is my baking show. People are saying, "What? You already put out an episode of that?" No, that was the pilot episode. That was just the tester. This is a total...
there's so many more episodes coming. I love Fix at the Mix. So
yes, so
can't wait.
Please check that out if you can. Apart from that, again, you know how it is. Patreon.com/mcfixer. If you can spare a few bucks, I'd appreciate it. If you cannot, then keep consuming this show. Keep emailing in. Keep giving me your time. If you can't give me your dollar, give me your time, and I appreciate both. Gary, until next week, I love you, leave you, and I'll see you all later. Bye.